Okay, today we will be doing part 1, mean, mode, median. So next Sunday I'll be doing part 2, whereby it's students who are in Sec 4 who will learn the cumulative frequency, standard deviation, okay, all those kind of statistic part 2. It will be in the box and whisker. It will be in the part 2, which is next Sunday, 5 to 6. So now let's take a look at this. So first of all, you need to understand what is mean, what is mode, and what is median. Okay, so I'm going to just write at the side first. Mean, mode, and median. So I always tell my student this is MMM. So you need to know what is the meaning of these three words. Mean is the same as average. Average. Mode, okay, is the most frequent. That means happen the most. Okay, median sounds like middle. Okay, it sounds like in the middle. Sounds like in the middle. So you want to find what is the so-called number sitting in the middle. So now with this information, let's do our practice question today. Question 1. So a survey was carried out to find out the amount of time that each student spent on social media each day. So the result shown in the table. So this table is called a frequency table. Okay, it means that, okay, number of hours, the number of students, this is how you interpret this table. You have one student who spend 1 hour on social media each day. You have X number of students, which we don't know how many students, who spend 2 hours a day on social media. Then you have 6 students who spend 3 hours a day, 11 students 4 hours a day, 4 students 5 hours a day. This is how you interpret the data in this table. Now, they say that Joe said that the mode is 4 hours if X has a value equal to or bigger than 0 and less than 11. So he said the mode is 4 hours. So let's go to the 4 hours, which is here. You have 11 students who spend 4 hours. So if you don't look at this number over here, you can see that 11 is the biggest number. So the mode is 11, correct? Sorry, the mode is 4 because there are 11 students. That's the greatest maximum number. Then, now, because this X is unknown, so they are trying to say that, okay, if X has a value which is bigger than 0 and less than 11, means that if my X is 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10, and my mode is still this one, correct? Because if I'm going to say my X is 11, then I will have 2 mode. Okay, means that, 2 and 4 will be the mode because 11 and 11. Or if my X is 12, worse, my mode is no longer 4 and my mode will become 2. You understand? So in this case, their statement saying that if my X is more than 0, less than 11, is it true that the mode is 4 hours? So it is true because it is still less than 11. So it's a 1 mark, so you don't have to write too much. You just say that yes, I agree. Okay, and then you explain your answer. So you will say, as there are 11 students who spent 4 hours, and if my X is more than 0 or equals to 0 and less than 11. So it means can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. Means 4 is still the highest. Is still the highest. And therefore the mode is still 4. Okay, so this is how you explain for question 1A. Okay, now let's take a look at 1B. Adeline said, if the median is 3 hours, the largest possible value of X is 20. Okay, this question, many students always don't know how to do this. So this is how I always explain to my students. You so-called list down the data. Okay, let's take a look. I have one data of 1 over here. Okay, sorry, I don't understand other language. I only understand English. So if you want to ask question, you have to ask in English. If not, I cannot help you with your question. Sorry. Okay. So now let's take a look at this one. So I have one data of 1. So I'm going to list down 1. Okay. And after that, I have X number of data of 2, which I don't know how many, right? But it's okay. We will put 2, 2, dot, 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 2. So that means over here, I have X number of data, which I don't know how many. This one is 1 data. 1 data. Next, I have 6 of the 3. So of course, I don't have to list everything down. I can just put front and back, and then just put here, I have 6 data here. 6 data here. Then I have 11 of the 4. Yes. Okay. And I have 11 of the 4. So I put 4, dot, 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 4. And I say that this is 11 data over here. Next, I have 4 data of 5. So this one you can write 5, dot, 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 5. And you can say that this is 4 data. So when they say median, okay, median means in the middle position, right? So they are saying that if my median is 3, so I have 6 data of 3 here. See here, I have 6 data of 3 here. So now I'm going to ask you, okay, if I want my X to be as large as possible, when we say, let's analyze one by one. So if my median is pointing at this number 3, okay, because when we say that the number is in the middle, the number of data on the left hand side is equals to the number of data on the right hand side. Thanks, Priscilla. Okay, it's the same number of data. So if my 3 is the middle, it means from here to here, the data is the same as the number of data from here and here. Okay, so now let's see. So this 6 data, if I minus away this 3, I have 5 of 3 here, correct? So I will have 5 plus 11 plus 4. So over here, I will have 20 data. 20 data. What I take is, I take the 6 data, minus away this 3, which is the median. So I left 5 of the 3 here. 5 plus 11 plus 4. So I have 20 data here. And this side should have also 20 data. So in this case, I will know, oh, so that means it is X plus 1 give us 20, and my X is 19. Okay, so now let's analyze another position whereby it's a 3. Where's my green pen? So for example, over here, if my median is pointing at the last 3, so my data, this side, will be 15 data, correct? 15 data. So then after that, from here to here, it will be also 15 data. So in this case, same thing, 1 plus X plus 5 data, 1 plus X plus 5 data will be equals to the 15 on the right hand side. And I will have X 15 minus 6, so I have X equals to 9. So you see, if they ask for the largest possible value of X, I will be pointing at the first 3, correct? And you analyze this way whereby the number of data on the left is equals to the number of data on the right hand side. Okay, and we get 19. If I'm pointing at these 3, of course it's redundant to go and find out all the in the middle one. Okay, there's no reason why you need the middle one. So if it's pointing at the last one here, then I have 15 data here, and this side also 15 data. And the equation I form will be 1 plus X plus 5 is equals to 15. And you get X equals to 9. But they want largest. So answer largest, it should be 19. But this question said, if the median is 3, the largest possible is 20. So do you agree? Of course, I disagree. So you will say, therefore, I disagree with Adeline. Okay, because it should be 19 and it's not 20. Bye, Priscilla. Okay, so take note of this one. A lot of students don't understand how to do this question. So although it's 1 mark, but I draw out this thing, putting out the data for you to see. Then you can visualize what I mean by in the middle, median. Okay, so that's for 1B. So let's take a look at 1C. 1C, easy. It's talking about the mean. So they say, if the mean number of hours each student spend on the social media is 3.3, find the value of X. You just need to form equation. So now let's look back into the table. If today it is not an X, it is just a number. So how do you find the average? You will take 1 times 1 plus 2 times X plus 3 times 6 plus 4 times 11 plus 5 times 4. That will be the total number of hours. Divide by the total number of students, you will know what is your average hour. Agree? That is how you find your average. So it's the same thing, you just need to form equation. So we will say, okay, 1 times 1 plus 2 times X plus 3 times 6 plus 4 times 11 plus 5 times 4. This is the total number of hours divided by the total number of students. Students will be 1 plus X plus 6 plus 11 plus 4. So don't have to worry that you don't know what is X. You just do it as per normal. And then after that, they tell you that the mean is 3.3. So means, oh, so this is equals to 3.3 over 1. Okay, so you manipulate the others numbers. So I will have 2x plus 83 over x plus 22 equals to 3.3 over 1. Agree? Can everyone understand this part? Okay, if you're like not sure how I get to here, you can ask a question. Okay, you can ask, Cher, how do you get how do you get blah blah blah? I will explain. Okay. If no question, then I will just move on, assuming that you all understand. Okay, then let's move on. So now this one become a linear equation, and both sides is already single fraction. So all you need to do, cross multiply. So cross multiply, I have 3.3 multiplied by x plus 22 equals to 2x plus 83. Okay, I don't have to times 1 because times 1 is the same thing. So do your rainbow. So this is 3.3 times x, so it's 3.3x. 3.3 times 22 will give us positive 72.6. So with this, I want to solve my x. So throw the x to the left hand side, the number to the right hand side. So we will have 3.3x. Is this sec what? This is learned in sec 2, mean mode median. 3.3x minus 2x is equals to 83 minus 72.6. So we will have 1.3x equals to 10.4. So don't need to panic that, decimal, what to do? Doesn't matter. 1.3x equals to 10.4. If you watch my TikTok video, I teach you how to solve linear equation, right? This is 1.3 multiplied by x. So to solve this, x is equals to 10.4 divided by 1.3. Because this side, left side is times 1.3. So if I bring to the other side, it becomes divided by 1.3. So my x is just 8. And we are done. So this is how you form the equation and find the unknown x when they give you the mean. Okay? Okay. So this is how you do question number 1. Hi, from Thailand. Can you understand? Do you all learn this in Thailand? Last time you from which JC? No, I'm not from JC. I went to Poly and then I go to NTU. Okay. So for those who are new here, please remember to follow me. And also, please go to my bio. Go to my bio. You can click on my link. The very last button, go to my Telegram channel. So what does the Telegram channel has? Okay. Telegram channel basically is somewhere whereby I will post the PDF worksheet. Like for example, today I'm doing this mean mode median, right? So the PDF will only be uploaded tomorrow together with the solution, those that I write today. Okay, it will be uploaded tomorrow, as well as the TikTok live replay will be also uploaded to my YouTube channel. So if you click on my bio, the second last button is go directly to my YouTube channel. So over there, there is a database of golden gems there, okay? It's just a matter of whether you are disciplined enough to go and see what topics there are. Okay, so for those who are disciplined enough to know how to learn yourself, self-learning, good. You can just go to my YouTube channel and absorb those, and then you also can apply to your schoolwork. Okay, for those who are not disciplined enough, or you need someone to help you to see what is your weak point, or help you to guide you along, blah, blah, blah. Of course, you can always sign up with me for my full-time tuition. So if you want to know about my full-time tuition, okay, click on the button on my bio and go and fill in the whatever inquiry thing. And then after that, someone will be in touch with you. Okay, I don't discuss about my tuition fee or whatsoever fee inside here, because I'm going to focus. The TikTok live is more on giving, resolving the topic that we actually decided to teach. Okay, so if you are interested, go and click whatever link that you can see there, inquiry, and then after that, give the information there. Okay, so now let's go to question number 2. Okay, a shoemaker can only make 2 shoe sizes due to a limited budget. So he conducted a survey on 100 women to find out their US shoe size, and the information is presented in the frequency table below. I only teach maths. Okay, so over here, again, let's interpret the table again. Frequency means how many women in this case. Okay, there are 3 women who wear the size shoe 4, number 4. 13, 5, 35, 6, 38 women, 7, and 11 women are wearing size 8. So they say find the mean shoe size. Okay, mean is always frequency, the number of data multiplied by 4. So it will be 3 times 4 plus 13 times 5 plus 35 times 6 plus 38 times 7 plus 11 times 8. So that is the total shoe size, correct? And I'm going to divide by the total number of data. In this case, it's the total number of women. I don't have to go and plus them. Why? Because they really tell me is the survey is done on 100 women. So it's over 100. Okay, and of course, after you press your calculator, you get 6.41. So it means that the mean shoe size or the average shoe size is 6.41. No, I don't teach science. I already tell you. I already say I don't teach science. I only teach maths. I only teach secondary school, EMath and AMath. Whatever stream you are. Normal CAT, normal acad, normal tech, express. Okay, I teach all levels and all streams. So median shoe size. Okay, write down the formula for this. First of all, you need to know where is your middle position. Okay, in order to know your middle position, you always take n plus 1 divided by 2 first. Okay, and what is the n? N means the number of data I have. In this case, I have 100 data because 100 women. So you will take 100 plus 1 divided by 2, you get 50.5. Can someone please block for me the Pikachu? Thanks. Okay, so median shoe size 50.5. So when it's 50.5, means that you have 2 numbers sitting in the data. Okay, 2 numbers sitting in the middle. So I will have my 50 and my 51st position. Okay, so I need to go and find out what are the data sitting at these 2 positions, and I find the average of these 2 numbers. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, 3 plus 13, it will be 16. 16 plus 35. You see, 16 plus 35 gives us 51. So that means my 50th and my 51st, both is 6 and 6. Okay, both is 6 and 6. This is the 50th and this is the 51st. So in this case, I find the average, and in this case, it's just 6 plus 6 divided by 2, which will get 6. So in this case, my median is 6. Okay, so I want to highlight on one thing. Okay, let's do something over here. Okay. Okay, so student asked me, okay, if I tell you there's only 2 possible of outcome, I only have odd number of data or even number of data. So let's say, for example, if I have 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. This is odd number of data. Okay, so remember just now I said to find the middle position. This one 5 data, of course I know the middle is number 5, the third position. But I want to apply the concept, the formula. So it's m plus 1 divided by 2. So you will take 5 data plus 1 divided by 2. So it's 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Correct? So it's the third position. Third position. So you know, oh, so actually the third position will be my median. So this formula, m plus 1 divided by 2, is applicable for big data, correct? If today I have 1000 data, okay, you will know that, oh, I take 1000 plus 1, then divide by 2. Then I know what is my middle position. So now I have this is odd number of data. So what if I have even number of data? So for example, if I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. So this one, I have 6 number of data, correct? So same thing, I use m plus 1 divided by 2. So I have 6 plus 1 divided by 2, I have 3.5. Whenever you get a 0.5, they are telling you that there are 2 positions fighting for the middle position. So it means it is the third position as well as the fourth position. Then you will go and arrange, make sure your data are arranged in ascending order. Go and find, okay, the third and the fourth position. So that means these 2 is what I want, 4 and 5. And you take the average of these 2 numbers, and that will be our median. So that means 4 plus 5 divided by 2, and I will have 4.5. So this will be my median. Okay, so in this case, my median is 5. So median, this is equals to 5, and this one, median, is equals to 4.5. So you only have 2 situations. Either you have odd number of data or even number of data. So we come back to here. So this question, it was 100, even number of data, correct? So it's okay. You don't have to worry whether you need to memorize whether is it 1 number or 2 number. Because by using the formula m plus 1 divided by 2, when you get a 0.5, you already know that you need 2 numbers there. So in this case, because just nice, the 2 numbers sitting in the 2 position is the same, that's why the median is the same. The only time whereby it's different is when, let's say, you have 2 different numbers sitting in the 2 position that you're interested. You plus them, divide by 2, then you will not get the 4 or the 5. You understand? So this is how you find the median. Okay, next. They said find the model shoe size. So by looking at this data over here, you know that 38 is the biggest number. So it means that my mode is 7. Okay, so therefore my mode is 7. So in this case, very straightforward, you will just say that the mode, okay, model is the same as mode. So my model shoe size is equals to 7. Okay. Next, they ask, which measure of central tendency from part A will be most useful for the shoemaker if he wishes to maximize his revenue? Explain your choice. Okay, and you need to know that the MMM, mean, mode, median, all 3 of them actually is a form of measure of central tendency. Means that they want, it's a number whereby it tells us the so-called average of your data. Okay? So, students already get very confused on this part. They say, why sometimes the question say is mode? Why sometimes the question say is mean? Why sometimes the question say is median? You know? Yeah, there is no fix saying that, oh, it's always mean, or it's always mode, or is it always median? No, there is no fix. It depends on the question. Okay, so it depends on the question. So in this situation, okay, I want to maximize, he wants to maximize his revenue. So, and remember, he can only make 2 shoe size due to a limited budget. So by looking at the data as a boss, then you will know that, okay, by looking at the data, oh, actually, I have 35 women who wear shoe size 6. And I have 38 students who, not students, 38 women who wear shoe size 7. So if you are the shoemaker, you will know, oh, so I'm going to make shoe size 6 and 7 because more women wear these two sizes. And with that, I can maximize my revenue. Agree? So this is how you interpret the data. So in this case, they will say that. So in this case, okay, you will know that, okay, I will look at the mode. Why? Because my mode is 38. I have 38 women who wear shoe size 7. So in order to maximize, I will use my mode. Okay, so in this case, we will say we will use our mode. I cannot use median. Why? Because if I say I'm going to use median and decide my shoe size, I will make size 6. But of course, in this question, actually, they make 2 shoe size. Make 2 shoe size. Actually, if you are the shoemaker, you will decide to make 6 and 7. But if they ask you to choose whether is it mean, mode, or median, in this situation, I don't use median. Why? Because 6 actually doesn't give me the highest number. So I don't look at my median. Find the mean shoe size is 6.41. If you already use 6.41, you round down, then you will say that, oh, I want to make shoe size 6. But again, shoe size 6 in this situation, in this case, it is not the highest. I will use mode because by using mode 7 and it gives me the most number of shoes that I can sell, that is maximizing my revenue. Okay, so we will say that mode will be the most useful. Okay, and they say explain your choice. You will say that because, okay, the model size give the highest number of potential buyer. Okay, so this 2 marks. So but 1 mark goes to the answers choosing your mean, mode, median, and then you have to explain your answer. Why is it that you choose mode? Okay, so this is for question number 2. Question number 2. Okay, so now let's take a look at question number 3. Question number 3. The table below, okay, the table below shows the number of enrichment lessons attended by the students. So same, write down the largest possible value of x given that 3 is the only mode. So if they say that this is your mode and it is an 8, so that means your x cannot be bigger than 8, right? It also cannot be the same as 8 because if it's 8, that means I have 2 modes. So it is possible to have 2 modes. So take note, if the question come out whereby you have 2 numbers with the same number of highest number, in this case, let's say for example, this one is also 8, then you will say that my mode will be 2 and 3. So it is possible that you have 2 modes. So in this case, if I want 3 to be my only mode, then I will say that my x must be 7 and below. Okay, so you will say, therefore, largest possible value of x equals to 7. Okay, 1 mark, so you don't have to explain further. If it's 2 mark, then you have to maybe explain about why you choose 7. You will say that, oh, if it's 8, then it will be 2 mode. If it's more than 8, then my mode will be 2 instead of 3. Okay? Next, write down the largest possible value of x given that the median is 3. So, same as like what we did just now, the previous question. If you cannot visualize, okay, you can always list down draw out the thing. So by looking at here, if my 3 is my median, so you can know that if I point at the first 3, okay, and let's take a look at that's 2. If I look at the first 3, my data on the left hand side and compare to the right hand side. 8 data minus this one, I have 7 data. So I will take 7 plus 5 plus 2, and that will give us 14. So in this case, this side also will be 14. And then I will know 1 plus 3 plus x, so we will know that 1 plus 3 plus x is equals to 14. And therefore, my x is equals to 14 minus 4, so my x is equals to 10. So that's my largest possible value of x if my median is 3. And that's the answer. Okay, you can try out, let's say the other side. If it's pointing at the last number 3, then I will have 7 data here. And then after that, on my right hand side, it will become like, so 7, 7, 3, 10, 11. So it is not possible when my median is pointing at the last 3, because the right hand side number of data is already smaller than this side, then it cannot be. So you have to just try out with the, see which one is the pointing. For this case, they want the largest, definitely is pointing at the first number 3. Okay, so that is for B. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. Calculate the value of x given that the mean is 2.5. Okay, calculate the value of x given that the mean is 2.5. Similar as just on the previous round. So now you know that you need to form equation. So I have 1 data of 0, 3 data of 1, x data of 2, 8 data of 3, 5 data of 4, and 2 data of 5. The whole thing divided by the total number of students. In this case, it will be 1 plus 3 plus x plus 8 plus 5 plus 2 equals to the mean, which is 2.5. So this one is 2x, and the rest of the number, you add them together, you get 57. So 2x plus 57 over x plus 19 is equals to 2.5 over 1. Cross multiply, I will have 2.5 multiplied by x plus 19 is equals to 2x plus 57. Do our rainbow. Okay, so I will have 2.5x plus 47.5 equals to 2x plus 57. So throw the x to the left hand side, number to the right hand side. So I will have 2.5x minus 2x equals to 57 minus 47.5. So we have 0.5x equals to 9.5. So my x is equals to 19. And we're done. Okay, so I hope by now you know how to find mean, mode, and median. Okay, so that's for question number 3. Okay, now let's take a look at question number 4. You don't understand which part? Don't just say don't understand. I don't know what you mean by you don't understand. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at question number 4. Okay, so Jake is another sales agent and his sales volume, this is a little bit tough. This question a little bit tough. If you just join, I will not repeat my question 1 to question 3. You can listen for question 4 and question 5. Try to listen. I mean, if you can understand 50 to 60% is good enough. Okay. So then after that, you can just watch my YouTube channel replay, and then after that, you can learn and try to understand again. Okay. So now, there are 4 unknown here. This frequency table, it is totally not complete. You have missing data for January, March, April, and June. So they give you some hint and tell you that, first, they tell you that the figures are either the same or increasing. So it means that, let's say for example, if this is 42, this one can be 42. If this is 42, this one can be 42 or 43. Okay, so this is the first rule. Second is they tell you that the mean is 46.5. So since my mean is 46.5, I can find my total equals to 46.5 multiplied by the number of months. In this case, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 months. Okay, and that will give us 46.5 times 6, 279. Okay, so we just put that first. Then they say that the median is 42.5 and the mode is 42. Mode is 42 means that, see here, it means, you see, this one is 6 number of data, correct? Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My median will be these 2 number divided by 2. So my median is supposed to be March, a number that is sitting at a March, as well as the April, I divided by 2. And they tell us that my median is 42.5. Okay, and they tell us that, let's see, so my March plus April will be equals to 42.5 times 2. See here, cross multiply. So it will be equals to March plus April will be equals to 85. So with this, okay, with this, because this is 85, so that means I will say that these 2 number, one is 42 and one is 43, because they add up together to be 85. So therefore, my part 2, this one will be the number 42, and part 3 is 43. Why? Because they said that the mode is 42. Mode is 42 means the 42 appear 2 times. Agree? So if here is 42, that means this is 42. Because they mentioned that the smallest number is a prime number, so I cannot say here is 42. So this one is 42, this one is 42. Because my mode is 42. Okay? So I settle my this one and this one. So this one is 42 and this one is 43. Now, let's continue to see the question. They said the range of the 6 numbers is 19. Range means the big number minus small number is 19. So the bad news is I don't have these 2. Okay, how are we going to find? We can form equation. So I'm going to let, see, I'm going to let the 1 be x and let IV be y. Range is big number minus small number. So my big number is y, so I said y minus x is equals to 19. Because they tell us that the range is equals to 19. So with this, I can have my so-called first equation. Then how do I find my second equation? I was given my mean, whereby I know my total. So in this case, I can say, oh, okay, my small number x plus 42 plus 42 plus 43 plus 51 plus the last number, which is y, we don't know. This is the total, right? Okay, it will be equals to 279. And we will have x plus y plus 178 equals to 279. So x plus y will be equals to 101. So now this one become my equation 2. So when you have 2 unknown and you don't have enough other evidence to find out how to find the x and y, you can always form 2 equations with 2 information. So with this, yes, do simultaneous equation. So in this case, since I have minus x and x, I can just plus them together. So I take equation 1 plus equation 2. Minus x plus x become 0, disappear. So I left with y plus y, so it becomes 2y equals to 19 plus 101 will give us 120. So my y is equals to 60. And my y is my biggest number. So I know, oh, so my IV is equals to 60. Then now I can use this to find out what is my x. So y minus x equals to 19. Minus x is equals to minus 19 minus 60 minus 41. So in this case, we know, oh, so my x is 41. And this will be the 1. Okay, so the data, you already have it, so you already settled. So this is 41, 42, 42, 43, 51, and this is 60. So this is how you do this question. That means you make use of the information given to you, you slowly eliminate, and then find out one by one. Okay, I started with first finding out the total, which I don't need it yet, but later part I use it to form the equation 2, remember? And based on, they tell me that the median is 42.5, and there are 6 data here. So 6 data, okay, this one is because I take 6 data plus 1 divided by 2, 7 over 2, I get 3.5. I know I want the 3rd and the 4th position, which is the March and the April. So it's the March data plus the April data divided by 2, give me my median. And means that my March and April is 85. And because they say that the mode is 42, means that my mode must appear 2 times. So 42 must appear 2 times. Okay, I cannot put it in front. Why? Because they say that the smallest number is a prime number, so I cannot put 42 in front, because 42 is not a prime number. So in order to have mode 42, I know my part 2, the number is 42. And since I know my March is 42, and the total is 85, and that's why we know the part 3 is 43. Because these two must add up to become 85. Then after that, now I reduce already. I find, oh, I already settled this, I've settled this. I only left with these 2 unknown. But other information cannot tell me directly what are they. But I can form equation. And that's how I let the smallest number be the x and the largest number be the y. Range is maximum minus minimum. And that's why I say, okay, I take the y, I minus the x, which is big number, minus a small number is equals to 19. I form the first equation. Then I form the second equation by finding the total. Because I can take, oh, unknown x plus 42 plus 42 plus 43 plus 51 plus unknown y, which is over here. The whole thing is equals to 279. And this 279 is over here because they give me my mean. Mean is the average. I have 6 data. So mean multiplied by 6 data, my total is 279. And that's how I get my 279. So with this, I can get my second equation. Do your normal simultaneous and you will solve your x and your y. Okay? So this is how you do question number 5. Okay? 3.6K. Woohoo, Raphael. And I think my moderator is also doing it. Okay. Question number 5. Okay, so over here, again, it is like eliminate and see how we're going to solve it. So let's take a look. For me is I like to, first of all, okay, the data here is not arranged in the ascending order yet. Okay, so there are 6 numbers. So I will, usually for me is I like to put these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 6 number, I will list down that. Then after we slowly and see which one we can put it in. So they say the median mark is 26. So in this case, I have 6 data. My median will be these 2 numbers. And they tell me that the median is equals to 26. So what does that tell you? That tells us that these 2 numbers sitting here will be 26 and 26. Because I already have 126 here. So in order for my median to be 26, I need to have 226. Then after that, they tell me that My min mark is 27. I have my 22 and 24, which definitely must be here. Because 26 is here already, I got two numbers which is smaller than 26, so of course I must put it in front, agree? And I left with a 33 here. So my 33, it has to be here, and I shall let this be unknown x. So in this situation, I will know that my x plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when you add them together is 1, 3, 1. When I divide it by 6 number, my mean is 27. So I will have x plus 131 is equals to 162. My x is 162 minus 131, so my x is 31. Okay? So now I know this one is 31. And over here they say A and B, so I have 22 already, 24 already, 26 already, and 33. So we have a A and a B. And they say the A is smaller than B. So I only left with 26 and 31. So my A will be 26, my B will be 31. So therefore we know that our A is 26 and our B is equals to 31. Done. Okay. So this is how we solve this question number 5. Okay, now let's take a look at the last question for the day. Okay, same thing. Kaixin has written down 7 numbers. And I give you a lot of information. So again, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 data. So they say that the mean of these numbers is, okay, I'm going to write out the information they give me. They say the mean is 8. They tell me that the median is 7 and the mode is 11. The smallest number is an even prime number. So this is the biggest hint because the only prime number that is even is 2. Okay, so take note, the only even prime number is 2. All other prime number is definitely odd number. Because if I have other numbers which is even, let's say 12, I definitely can divide by 2. As long as you can divide by other factor other than itself and 1, then it is not a prime number. So the only even prime number is 2. So in this case, I know that the smallest number is 2. So you will put them slowly and see what you can get. And they say that the largest number is 8 times the smallest number. So very straightforward, it is just 8 times 2, which is 16. So that means I know, oh, so my largest number is 16. Okay? Then you slowly, see, 7 data, right? Remember I said 7 data. Okay, find the middle position. I take 7 data plus 1 divided by 2. So I get 8 divided by 2 and I get 4. So that means the 4th position is my middle. And this is my middle position. And since my middle position is only 1 placing, and they tell me that my median is 7, means my middle is a 7. So you see, we slowly fill up the blank. Can you understand? You based on the hint that they give it to you, and then you fill up the blank. So now let's take a look at, then they say that the mode is 11. Mode is 11. You see, 11 is between 7 and 16, right? So if they tell me the mode is 11, it means that I must have 2 data of 11. So you cannot fill any other number except here is 11, here is 11. Agree? Then you left with this one. Now they tell you the second and the third number are consecutive numbers. So first of all, what is consecutive number? Consecutive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, it's consecutive. That means it's next to each other. So in this case, I don't know what they are. So I shall let this be x, for example. And I know that the next number is x plus 1 because they are consecutive. So now let's take a look at this information they give me. I already used the median, I already used the mode. I only left with the mean that I haven't used. So with the mean, I can find out what's the total of all my 7 numbers. So I will take 8 multiply by 7, which gives me 56. So this is the total. So with this, I can say, okay, I'm going to form the equation. I say 2 plus x plus 1 plus 7 plus 11 plus 11 plus 16 give me 56. And that in this case, this is 2x. So 2x plus all the numbers you add together will give you, let me see, 2 plus 8 plus 11 plus 11 plus 16. Here is 47 equals to 56. So I will have 2x equals to 56 minus 47. That gives us, wait, I have a missing number. Wait, 2 plus 1 plus 7 plus 11 plus 16, 36. 2 plus 1 plus 7 plus 11 plus 11 plus this one, 11. This is 48. Sorry, I missed out the 1. This is 48. You know why? Because when I try to divide by 2, I get a decimal. So this is 48. Bring over. So this is 48. So I will have 2x equals to 8, and I have my x is equals to 4. So if my x is 4, that means the next number is 5. So I know this is 4, this is 5. Therefore, the 7 numbers will be 2, 4, 5, 7, 11, 11, and 16. Done. You see how I slowly, yes, thanks for correcting the 48. So I slowly place out my 7 number position, the blank, and then you fill in the blank for based on the information that they give you. Can? Okay, so this is how you do mean, mode, median. I hope today you learn and practice some question on mean, mode, median. Okay, so that's the last question for today.